Alright, so today I'm going to talk about marriage among Tolkien's elves. Um, the elves in his story are immortal. They are to live as long as this world lasts. So they are not meant to die, although they can die if they are killed or die of grief. They usually would marry for love early in their youth, and then they would just be married for as long as this world lasts. However, there came to be a problem. The elf lord Finwë, his wife Muriel, died giving birth to their son Feanor. She decided she didn't want to be rehoused, and Finwë wanted to remarry. So, Finwë for the Valar, and they told him that they would consult with Eru because they were not allowed to change the natures of elves or men. And so there was this problem. And then, so Finwë, of course, would be allowed to remarry. And that would pretty much be the end of that. But I'm going to read a little bit from this piece that Tolkien wrote concerning this, called Laws and Customs Among the Eldar. A little bit about marriage. And it says that they only married once in life, for love at the least, by free will upon either part. All elves would desire to be married, although that love would not always be returned. And so not all got married, but that was something that they really wanted to do, and they would marry for love. And you would think, nowadays, humans, we do the same thing. We meet somebody, we fall in love, we get married. And it's death, till death do us part. That's how God designed marriage. And so Tolkien's idea of elven marriage is very Christian, very Catholic. And as he said himself, this is a fundamentally religious and Catholic work. The Lord of the Rings is. You can definitely see it in pieces like this. But I'm going to read this little part that I just wanted to read when I read it. It says, after the betrothal, it was the part of the betrothed to appoint the time of their wedding, when at least 1 year had passed. Then at a feast, again shared by the two houses, the marriage was celebrated. At the end of the feast, the betrothed stood forth, and the mother of the bride and the father of the bridegroom joined the hands of the pair and blessed them. From this blessing there was a solemn form, but no mortal has heard it, though the Eldar say that Varda was named in witness by the mother and Manwë by the father, and moreover, that the name of Eru was spoken, as was seldom done at any other time. But the betrothed then received back one from the other their silver rings, and treasured them, but they gave in exchange slender rings of gold, which were worn upon the index of the right hand. Now this sounds a lot like human marriage. And so I found this interesting when I first read this. It was one of the many writings I had heard about that I wanted to read. And it's fascinating. There's more. You can read it for yourself. If you get the History of Middle-earth, it's a 12-volume set. This was in Morgoth's Ring, which was volume 10. I got like a 3-volume edition of the series, and here's one of them. Yeah, this includes the last 3 books in the set. So, if you're really into Tolkien, I do suggest that you pick up these books. One of the many that I have that I just love going through every day, and I always find something interesting. It always keeps my interest, and they're awesome books. So yeah, thanks everyone for listening, and I will catch you all later.